Forget Horizon. Kevin Costner has these 5 great Western movies for you to watch. He's been a fan of the genre for way longer than you might have thought. Having officially wrapped things up with Taylor Sheridan's Western Y hit drama Yellowstone, Kevin Costner is now on board for a massive franchise of his own and continues with his potentially long-standing movie series Horizon, an American Saga. With the franchise's second part that just opened to mixed reviews from critics, Costner's millions-worthy flick now risks bombing in the box office, repeating its predecessor's disheartening fate. However, the audiences are yet to see whether the film indeed has no improvement after all when it's finally released in theaters worldwide. Until this time, Chapter 2's potential viewers might get some interest in Costner's previous and way more successful Western stories. Silverado, 1985. Though it wasn't a huge box office success either, Silverado was still met with accolades from critics that praised the movie's rich and well-told story and also got Silverado a nomination for Best Original Score. The film follows Emmett, a rambling man who gathers a group of misfit cowboys to deal with some issues happening in a troubled town of Silverado. Having finally reached the town, the gang finds out that Silverado is now under full control of greedy rancher Ethan McKendrick and corrupt Sheriff Cobb, and both of them have some personal issues with the cowboys too. Dances with Wolves, 1990. Starring and directed by Costner himself, Dances with Wolves is still one of the actor's finest works, praised for literally every aspect of its narrative. The movie's plot revolves around Lieutenant John J. Dunbar who, after having established good relationships with Lakota Indians, decides to leave his former life behind and start it all afresh with the tribe and their simple lifestyle. Upon its release back in 1990, Dances with Wolves was a massive hit at the box office and also a big winner at the 1991 Oscars ceremony, taking home 7 statuettes, including ones for Best Picture and Best Director. Wyatt Earp, 1994. Disgraced by critics who left it with 31% of positive reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, Wyatt Earp is still a good and quite epic watch that follows a Western lawman of the same name trying to become a good sheriff in Dodge City and Tombstone and setting up a war against criminal gangs. The movie will be a challenging watch choice though, since its runtime of more than 3 hours was also a torture to critics, yet it might be worthy of your attention anyway. Open Range, 2003. Another Western piece starring and directed by Costner, Open Range follows Boss Spearman, a cattleman who, accompanied by 2 of his cowhands Charlie and Mose, has to drive a herd cross-country. In a remote village that the trio stopped by to buy some necessities, Mose suddenly vanishes after he was allegedly met with hostility by a local landowner. As time passes and Mose doesn't come back, Boss and Charlie realize that he got into trouble, and now they have to confront his kidnappers too. Let Him Go, 2020. Based on Larry Watson's 2013 novel of the same name, Let Him Go stars Costner as retired Sheriff George Blackledge, who is to rescue his wife and young grandson after his son James dies under mysterious circumstances. The movie was a critical darling and garnered 85% of positive reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, though had no luck in the box office, earning around $11 million with the initial budget of $21 million.